Week 11 matchup on tap between our visitors and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. We know how good they are throwing the football, #1 in the league. But they're in for a stern test here.
Without question, because they're facing the best defensive unit in the NFL. They've got speed at every level on that side of the ball. Everyone can run, and that leads to a situation where something's got to give.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. 30, past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
From the contact. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, Langford. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The Bengals at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A run from the pistol with Langford. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ooh, with a juke. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, That gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The numbers for Langford last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Langford again. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers nothing.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Checks it underneath to Langford. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. 2nd and 5. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give to Langford up the gut. And he'll work down inside the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
He'll look to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Langford up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Back to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield and coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 31.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. 20.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they are in prime position, first and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bengals getting set to go.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 1.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Buccaneers able to get back to 500. Don't write them off just yet as they move to 5-5.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Checks it underneath to Langford. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're running. Langford. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They run for it with Hunt. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the gun. They'll try to run it.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right at the 35. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Number 6. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, the absolute pinch a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Bengals.